welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing a recipe for baked ziti. To get started, here are my ingredients. I have here my pasta sauce. This is the kind I'll be using, but you can use whatever kind you like. I have some Italian ziti pasta. I'll be using some mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese. I have ricotta cheese, and for the meats I have Italian sausage and ground beef. I also will be using 1 egg, some green seasoning. I have some chopped onions, some Italian parsley. I have some bell peppers, some more Parmesan cheese. I'll be using some Italian seasoning, brown sugar. For the seasonings, I have crushed red pepper, chicken bouillon, seasoned salt, mushroom seasoning, black pepper, and complete seasoning. So first things first, we're going to make our ricotta cheese mixture using some parsley, 1 egg, our Parmesan cheese, and the ricotta cheese. We're going to combine all these ingredients, mix well, and set aside. Next, we'll combine our Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese. We'll mix them well and we'll set that aside. In a preheated pot, I will now add the Italian sausage and the ground beef. We will brown them up nicely and we will allow them to release all of its juices. And if any oil is there, we will drain the oil. Then we'll start the seasoning process. So the meat has been cooking for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And what I notice is that it doesn't have much oil. It's pretty much lean, so I don't have to drain this. Next, I will start adding my seasonings to flavor the meat up and add a bit of taste to it. Now, Italian sausage already has salt, so you want to go light on the seasoning and taste as you go. You don't want to over season this at the moment because, you know, you don't want to make your dish too salty. So you want to go with a teaspoon at a time and just taste as you go. I will be leaving all the correct measurements down in the description box, but of course, you can season to your own liking. Once we've added the seasonings, you want to let this go for about 2 minutes so that the meat can absorb the seasonings before adding the rest of the ingredients. Next, we'll add our onions, bell peppers, and I did forget to put out my garlic when I was showing you guys the ingredients. And you know we can't cook without garlic, so I will be adding about 2 tablespoons of garlic here, and we will mix well and allow this to go for about 2 minutes. So at this point, we'll now go in with our pasta sauce. And I didn't use the entire jar. I used about half or a little bit more than half. We will mix this in and then we'll add our Italian seasoning. We'll add our crushed red peppers and the brown sugar. Yes, anything I'm cooking with tomato sauce or pasta sauce with a lot of acidity in it, I always add sugar to balance everything out. But of course, you can feel free to not add it if that's not what you like. We will cover this and allow it to simmer on low heat for about 45 minutes. We just want all those flavors to marry and become one. After about 45 minutes, this is how our meat sauce is looking. We'll now garnish with some fresh parsley, and that's it. We'll turn the heat off and set this aside while we boil our pasta. In a medium-sized saucepan, I will now add my ZITI pasta, and we will boil this until, well, I like my pasta soft but not mushy. I don't like it al dente, so I will not be boiling it al dente. But if you like it al dente, go ahead and do whatever you prefer. And once you've seasoned your meat sauce the way I did mine, you really don't need to add any salt here. Just allow the pasta to boil until tender. So here I've prepared a 9 by 13 casserole dish, which I did grease with some butter. And now we will add the meat sauce to the pasta. Now it might seem as if, you know, the meat sauce is a bit too much for the amount of pasta here, but this is the way I like to do it, because usually we would eat this with garlic bread. So we like to go light on the pasta, you know, and more meat. But if you want more pasta in yours, feel free to add it. This amount of meat sauce can actually use your entire box of ZITI noodles. I didn't use the entire bag. I just used about a little bit more than half of it. So now let's assemble this by adding the ZITI and meat sauce. At the bottom, you want to add half of that mixture into the bowl first. Then we will add half of our ricotta cheese mixture. Then you want to add half of your mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. And you want to repeat that same process, adding the other half of the meat sauce and ZITI. Then you add your ricotta cheese mixture, and lastly you top it with the rest of your mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. It's so simple to make. It's kind of like lasagna, but everything is kind of mixed in instead of layering it, you know, with the lasagna noodles. So because everything here is already cooked, we just need our cheese to melt nicely and become golden brown. So we will place this in a 400-degree oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. Once all your cheese melts and it looks nice and bubbly and golden at the top, you know that it's done. We will not cover it, we'll leave it uncovered. Once it comes out of the oven, this is how it should be looking. Now we'll garnish with some fresh parsley, and we'll give it about 15 to 20 minutes to cool down before we dig in. And now for the good part, guys. Let's just dig in and see what this looks like. I can tell you that it smells amazing in my kitchen. And look at that. It looks perfect. What I like to do is add some more Parmesan cheese and just dig in with a fork. When I tell you, this was absolutely delicious. It was so good. My entire family enjoyed it. I usually would have it with some nice garlic bread, which I did not show. I was in a hurry to just get the video over with, but I did eat this with garlic bread and it was absolutely amazing. I hope you guys give the recipe a try, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me. I will be leaving all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good day and enjoy!